Hey everyone, welcome to a special edition of Recap. I'm Myah and I'm still at home. With all that's going on with COVID-19, we're gonna change things up just a little. Instead of me sharing this week's buzzed about news, let's get personal and recap how the coronavirus has changed our worlds. Rewind! The first time I heard the word was back in late January when we did this story. Okay guys, let's take a minute to talk about something serious. You'll be hearing coronavirus in the news this week. That's because this new pneumonia-like illness is spreading, and for people with a weak immune system, it can be deadly. Truth? When my producer Amrita put this story in the show, I was like, why? Who cares? But dude, I was wrong. But honestly, I didn't realize how much COVID-19 would change things until I was in Saskatoon for the Juno Awards. That was the week of March 9th. At the last minute, everything was getting canceled. I mean, everything.
There is breaking news for you. The 2020 Juno Awards, they've been canceled due to fears over coronavirus.
It was shocking. And the shock continued when I got back home and my other job reached out saying we were closing the movie theater. The theater where I work has never been closed, not even on Christmas. So that's when it really hit me things would be changing. I asked the Recap squad about the moment they first realized the same.
The Premier of Ontario, Mr. Duckford, released a statement saying that all publicly funded schools will be closed an additional 2 weeks after March break. I was freaking out. I had this major panic attack moment, and then my mom and I decided to go to the grocery store. It was so chaotic, everything was running out. My mom and I was there for 2 hours. It was the worst experience of our basically entire life, grocery shopping.
I remember going to the toilet paper aisle and there was absolutely nothing. And it was just like a gold rush. Everyone was going crazy for the last roll of paper. And me and my mom were just like, I guess we're gonna use leaves outside our window.
I don't know about toilet paper, but if anyone needs any pasta, don't worry, I got you covered because it's all in my house. It's all in my house.
I took this picture at a Canadian Walmart right before I left. That was supposed to be the toilet paper aisle. I actually needed some toilet paper and it was empty.
Right.
Dude, the juices? People took apple juice? I'm like, where is my apple juice? No.
For me, it was early in March when the first patient in Mississauga was reported, and it was also reported that he rode my way, which is the bus that I ride in Mississauga, and the same bus that Sean rides.
I took that exact same route 2 days before that article came out, and I was freaking out. I genuinely thought that I had the coronavirus. It was not a fun time.
Up until that point, I thought that COVID-19 wasn't really a big deal. I thought as long as it doesn't come to Canada, everything should be fine. And then the case was reported, and that's when I really started worrying that everything might go wrong.
Honestly, I gotta say I'm a little bit ignorant when it comes to the coronavirus. At least I was at first. It wasn't until Monday, March 23rd, when John Tory declared a state of emergency in Toronto that I actually started taking things a little bit more seriously.
This afternoon, I signed a document declaring a state of emergency in the city of Toronto.
I personally thought if it's not near me, then it doesn't really affect me. But then you see all the things that are happening, especially in Italy and other countries like China as well. So when he finally declared that state of emergency, I think I started to get a little bit more panicked. So I definitely was late to the game, but better late than never, right?
So you're telling me that you did not take this seriously even after Tom Hanks was diagnosed with COVID-19?
I know, don't come for me.
So you're saying that you stocked up on a lifetime supply of pasta and yet you still didn't realize this was an emergency?
In my defense, I did not personally stock up. It was my parents who were stocking up. So they were panicked and I was just chilling eating that pasta.
So the NBA gets canceled, the NHL gets canceled, the Junos get canceled, and you're still out here living your best life?
I don't watch sports, and I guess the Junos. I should have known from the Junos. I love me some music, but NBA. Meh.
Okay, Ethan, we'll give you a pass this time. But at the time of taping this, there are more than 1 million confirmed cases of COVID-19 worldwide. Every single country has been affected. Here's what the squad thinks will change because of this global pandemic.
I think a year from now, there are going to be way more people choosing to take online courses in universities and colleges because there's a small number of people already taking online courses, but now there's a bunch more people trying it for the first time. And once everything blows over, there's going to be a group of people that choose not to go back to in-person classes and rather have online classes.
I think things are going to be a lot more sanitary in public places, like railings and handles in these places will be cleaned a lot more often.
Adding on to Vina's point, I think that in public spaces, there'll be a lot more like hand sanitizers, a lot more hand washing stations, just overall sanitary stations for us to use.
I think COVID-19 is hopefully a year from now is going to be a mandatory vaccine you have to take.
It's interesting to think about, isn't it? I mean, in my small world, I can see assigned movie theater seating going away. People will want control over their physical distance. So, to wrap things up, we talked about the stories we'll be telling our kids when we look back on March 2020.
I'm gonna tell them that the amount of chain Instagram stories I saw was insane. People were drawing bananas on the stories, and people were screenshotting that banana, drawing another banana, and just kept going and going.
I'm going to tell them that in the span of 2 days, everything was canceled, classes were taken online, and I had to leave Canada to go back home to Nicaragua.
In this pandemic, instead of buying essential things like hand sanitizer and medicine, we bought toilet paper.
I will never let my kids waste a roll of toilet paper. Anyways, there you have it, a recap on how we're handling our changing world. Comment on our socials and let us know how you're doing. Stay safe, stay healthy, and see you back here soon. Myah out, but still at home.